only 3 full tiles. 1, 2, 3. It's perfectly level. It's perfectly flat. Perfectly plumb. Okay, so the bench sheets came in and I'm setting myself up ready to install some tile. So I set up my snap cutter and my not wet saw, but my tile saw, because I'm using the IQ saw at waist height, so I don't have to bend down to cut stuff. Here's my IQ saw. Here's my snap cutter. Okay, so finally got the corner seats. Now I can start installing tile. So there's one, there's two. It's not cemented in yet, but I will be doing that in a minute. And it's level from one to the other, so you want it to be level across the front, and you want it to be pitched on the sides, so that when it gets wet, water will run off and not towards the back. So I'm going to cement those two in, that one and that one. Got a couple of tiles cut, and so I'm going to cut some more tiles. I got my stations here like I showed you, and I'm going to mix some mortar and get going on this. Okay, so I got my whole bottom row cut. 1, 2, 3, 4, and I got my level laser line. So I'm gonna put this bottom row in. I'm gonna make sure it's perfectly flat, it's perfectly plumb, and then I can build on top of that and know as I go up and I follow the bottom, it's gonna be all exactly where I want it to be. So I'm gonna get this bottom row in first, and then I'm gonna put those two corner seats in, and then I'm going to put the next row in, cut around those seats. So this is my trowel, 1/2 inch U-notch. That's my mortar mixed according to manufacturer specifications and directions. Got my horseshoe spaces, got my leveling clips, got some wedges, ready to go. Okay, so I got my first bottom row of tile on, and it's perfectly flat and perfectly plumb and perfectly level. I'm going to show you that in 1 second. So you always want to make sure you get your first row perfect. A lot of people like to use a ledger board and start from the second row and then work up and then put the bottom row in afterwards. I just like to start with the bottom row, so it's all done and I don't have to come back and fool around with fitting stuff in. So I don't know if you can see the laser line on the bottom of the level. It's perfectly level. It's perfectly flat, and it is perfectly plumb. So now I know when I build off that, and I am going to just follow perfection. Okay, so I got the first couple of rows in. Cutting around the bench seats is not an easy task, but I got them done, obviously, because there's no other choice but to do it. That one there is cut in, and that one there is cut in, and I've checked everything. Everything is plumb, flat, and level. So now I'm gonna, I'll just cut that corner in over there, and I'll cut that corner in over there, and then I will continue up. So sometimes people ask, why does it take so long? Well, when you've got bench seats and you've got niches and everything, well, there's a lot of cutting. For example, in this whole wall that I've done so far, there's only 3 full tiles. 1, 2, 3. The whole bottom had to be cut. Had to cut around that bench seat, top and bottom. Had to cut around that corner seat, top and bottom. That tile's cut. That tile's cut. So there's only 3 full tiles. 1, 2, 3. Everything else had to be cut. Okay, so I cut the niches in. There's 2 of them, 2 20-inch by 12-inch niches, and I spaced them equally, best I could. They had to fit between studs, so there's not really much room for play. Just a little bit left and right, up and down. It's going to be a full tile. So from here to here is going to be a full tile. This is the center line. From here to here, it's the same distance as from here to here. And this one I already put in. This one here, I've only got a couple of screws holding it in. I'm going to take it out, put some sealant all the way around, and then screw it in, and then do the same as this one here. You might ask, why have I got a Schluter niche on, Schluter niche on a Hydraband, Laticrete Hydraband board shower? Well, number one, that's what I could get, and so that's what I'm using. These days, it's difficult to get anything. Some things that haven't been affected, like mortar has not been affected, but foam board, big problem getting foam board. So you use what you can get. So for anyone that's wondering, this is the sealant that goes in that gun. It's just, you can get these are 20, what they call 20-ounce sausages. It's called a sausage, and you just stick that kind of hard to do with one hand. Just stick that in there, then you poke some holes in the top with a utility knife, and you put the cap back on. So you can get, if you don't have a sausage gun, you can get that same sealant in the regular caulking gun tube, regular 10-ounce tube. It's just more economical to get the sausage than it is the regular tube. Plus, it's a lot quicker because you can go twice as far with the sausage gun as you would with a 10-ounce tube, and you're not changing it all the time. So for anyone wondering, you put a nice big fat bead of sealant all the way around, then you pop your niche in, and then you put another bead. Well, I'll show you. Okay, so I got both niches in. Now I'm going to put another bead all along the seam, and then spread it out like that. Get some of it squeezed through. Technically, Hydraband board does not need washers, and technically Schluter Curdy board is supposed to have washers, and you're supposed to put a screw every foot. So because I don't want to use the washers on this, I'm putting a screw every 6 inches. So, and then plus the sealant between the 2 boards, so that's bonds them together, so it's not going to move once it dries. So I'm just going to put another bead of sealant all the way around. Let's see if I can show you. So I know for those people who say get a tripod, I know I have a tripod, I have a system, but I'm not doing that right now for one quick little demonstration here. So let me get the rest of that on. Okay, so I got that on. Now make sure I fill all the holes. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. and we'll call that done. Okay, so finally got some tile on. Wasn't very quick today because it was a lot of cutting. As I said before, there was only 3 full tiles that I put on. Then I had to figure out exactly where to put the niches in, cut the niches out, and cement those in. So now I'm gonna let this dry. It's Friday, and come back Monday and keep going with the tile. So make sure you check out the rest of the videos in this series. I've been posting every day about this shower. So today's Friday, so tomorrow there won't be a video. On Sunday there won't be the regular video that I do because I've been posting every day. I need a break. So I will be back on Monday.